Okay, welcome back everyone. In this video, we are going to attempt to make a job system, sort of like Final Fantasy Tactics. I haven't planned this out exactly how it's going to work, but I did make 3 classes: Swordsman, Warrior, and Knight. Now we are going to start with this guy. We're going to name him Isaac. We're going to change his class to Swordsman. So now we have our Swordsman. In our classes, we made one able to use swords, one able to use axes, and one able to use lances. His class type is horseback, and these two are normal, so they're going to have different movements. And we'll make them all male. I don't know if that's going to matter or not, but we just will. Okay, so first thing we're going to want to do is create some variables. Looks like I've used each tab. So, yeah, I don't think I can make another. What's a group name? That's probably up. Is that going to change what the first one is? Yeah, okay. I'll just keep that as 1. Okay, we have ID variables. Okay, how are we going to start this? Let's go to here. So, I'm going to create some new variables. And we're going to have 0, 1 standing for our first character. And then we're going to have 0, 1, which is going to be our first class, which is Swordsman. And this is going to be level. That's going to be the level of our first class. Okay? Now we're going to have 01-01 experience. -01. What else might we need? We'll just call this JP. Okay? That looks good. Now we will do the same thing for the next one. Just make it all 02. So we got level experience 02. This will be for warrior. And 03 for knight. Okay. I'm going to make their default values all set to 1. Experience will be 0, JP will be 0, but for levels we will default them to 1. Okay. Now let's make a menu. I'm going to make this a command event that goes across all the maps. A communication event, I should say. This is going to be called change jobs. It's always going to be available. So we're going to click this. And we're going to go to show choices. I don't like that self switches can only go to Z. But I'm not sure if that's just within. Oh, we will see. Okay. So choices. This will be Isaac. A is Isaac. Naren. And Ago. Just so we have choices. And then cancel. And we will make cancel all the way at the bottom Z. Okay. So who is the character that we want to have this work for? Okay. Now, when we get to jobs, I'm going to want that to be its own set of choices. So, I'm going to create switches. I think switches would work the best. I'll do a global switch. Call this Isaac job change. Go back to our, where was that? Communication? Job changes. Okay. And I don't want this specific to this map. I am going to put it in map common events and make this a communication event in map common events. Okay. So I'm going to do new change switch. Isaac job change is now on. And that is if we use self switch A. Okay. Ugh. Now we can have one for B, C, and Z. But for Z, we're just going to change event state. Change jobs free. Okay. So this will turn on Isaac job change. Now we will have an auto event. Isaac. I'll just call it 01-01. No, not even one. 01 job change. Our first unit, their job change. This is going to work if Isaac job change is on, which we just turned on with our previous menu. First thing we're going to do, turn Isaac job change off. So all we want to do is pull up a new event. With this event, we are once again going to show choices. And the choices are going to be swordsman, warrior, and knight. Now we can have display conditions. So for warrior, we are going to want the variable. Where did we do this? We want variable O1 level to be 2 or more. Okay. And for knight, we want this display condition to be (103) level 2 or more. So you won't be able to change out of swordsman until you've leveled it to 2. And at which case, then you'll have the option to change to warrior. And then you can level warrior up to level 2, and then you can change to knight. Okay. So, actually, I'm going to get rid of the requirement for cancel. I'm going to get rid of the display condition for warrior because I want to just be able to change between these classes, our first 2 classes, whenever we want. The third class will have a requirement. Actually, I'll just make that one requires O1 level 2. Okay. So in order to be a knight, you have to be good with a sword. That kind of makes sense. Okay. So now we will have new class change. This will be Isaac. His class will now be a swordsman if you choose A. Okay, so also do warrior. Wait. Oh, no, I want to stick with Isaac. I want a warrior class. And a knight class. This is going to be B. This is going to be C. So we're going to stick with changing to a warrior first, since we are already a swordsman. So in order to do this, we want to new variable and we're going to store O1 level. We're going to set it to Isaac's current level. we're going to set O1 experience to Isaac's current experience. And this is only going to be happening if Isaac his class is a swordsman. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to store level 2. Whoops, not level. Experience. If Isaac is a warrior. Whoops, I don't want character, I want class. And as you can expect, we're going to do class 3, which is the knight. If you are a knight, we will store it to 103. And this is going to be if Isaac is a knight at the time we do this. Okay. So if Isaac's already a swordsman, you're going to store your level and experience to variable 1, warrior, variable 2, knight, variable 3. Okay, next thing is we are going to set his experience and level to the class that you chose. So level should be easy. But I think we should do experience first. And we sort of did this when we were doing the campaign stuff. I'm not sure if I still have that. When did I... Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Experience is set to Isaac experience. Experience 100. Set to 100. Experience 100 minus experience. Isaac gets that amount of experience, which will level him. Okay. That's what we want. So now he levels. We're going to ignore the UI. And this comes after all this. Okay, so now Isaac has 0 experience. Now we can set Isaac's level which we're going to do through an extensive command. Actually, I hope change stats works. I didn't have it working in the last video. Isaac stats level is going to get set to I'll just start at 101 level. Set. And this is going to be if you chose option 1. New. Then he's going to get experience equal to the variable Isaac or 0101 experience that's also going to be if you chose A. I'm just going to copy that. If you chose B, it's going to be 102 level. This is going to be 102 experience. It's going to be B. Whoops. I want to save that because I've worked through that quite extensively. This is going to be B. I'll do it one more time for C. Okay, level 3 set. This is going to be C. And do it again. And C. Okay, let's see if this all makes sense. Okay, we activated this. It's going to ask us the question. I'm going to add one here for cancel. Make that Z. Or self-switch Z. Why didn't that work? Okay. If you chose Z, we're just going to end. Oops, that's not what I want. I want skip event and current event. And that's if you chose Z. Okay, so we have Isaac. If we chose Isaac, Isaac now becomes a swordsman. If Isaac was already a swordsman, we store let me also get rid of this. And unit Isaac class. I want to go down to swordsman and mismatch. The only way the other classes are going to show up is if you are not already that class. So warrior, if Isaac class warrior, if he is not a warrior, this one will show up if Isaac class is not a knight. Mismatch. Okay, so depending on which one you choose, it'll change Isaac to that class. If you are already a swordsman, it will store his current stats into that variable. He will then set his experience to 0. That's what these do. So then if you're changing to a warrior, it will change his level to whatever the warrior's level was. And change his experience to whatever the warrior's experience is. At the end, we are going to set this. That is spam. I don't know why you get so much spam during my videos. And job change. This is going to be 01 job change is free. Okay. I think this can work. Let's test on a map. Fight. Special commands. Change jobs. We're going to choose Isaac. And then that popped up. Okay, well, we'll have to figure out that in-between part. Swordsman showed up, and he's a swordsman, so I don't know why that's showing up. I'll have to look into that. But we're going to choose warrior. He now changed to a warrior. And he can't use any items. So first thing we're going to do is that for our map information, we're going to also give him an axe and a short spear or short lance. Okay. Isaac is currently level 5. We're gonna fight. We're going to attack. He gets 6 experience, and now he is level 5 and has 6 experience. Special commands, change job. I'm going to choose Isaac. I'm going to close out of that. This happens. Okay. Once again, swordsman is showing up. We're going to change to a warrior. And the end. Now that he's a warrior, he can attack. And we're going to end. Okay, so now that we are a warrior that's level 5 with 12 experience, I'm going to change jobs with Ago. Oh wait, with Isaac. Close out of that. And he can only choose swordsman. Because he's already a warrior and he doesn't qualify for a knight. So we're going to change to swordsman. And we are back at level 5 and have 12 experience. And we're back to using short swords. Okay, so all that worked except for it's showing him as being able to switch to swordsman when he was already a swordsman, and that menu did not close out. So we go to map common events and change jobs. Now I wonder, sorry, I'm just going to turn on the AC. Is there a way? Change scene. I wonder if going to battle will fix that. Let's check. Special commands. Change job. Isaac. No. That didn't do anything. And we'll get rid of that. Let's just fix the swordsman showing up thing. I have it as a mismatch. Did I choose the wrong swordsman? Test members. That's why he's that dude. Let us delete him and import regular Isaac. He's going to be level 5. And he's that swordsman. Let's see if that fixed that one part. Special commands, change job. I'm going to change to Isaac. Close out, close out. You can only change to a warrior. We change to the warrior. Sure, you got 0 experience. Oh, and he doesn't have the other weapons. Okay. Forget experience. I want to ignore UI. Ignore UI. Ignore UI. Ignore UI. Does that fix that part? Oops. Change jobs. Isaac. Close, close. Warrior. No experience. Good. Good. Wait. You change him to a warrior, but he's still level 5. Change him to a warrior. Variables. So O2 level should be 1. So if I change jobs of Isaac to a warrior, he should turn to level 1. He's still level 5. That is the right character. That is the right character. Oh, what happened? So if I attack with him, he's now level 5 with 6 experience. Change here. We're still level 5 with 6 experience, so that other part did not work. Change Isaac back to a swordsman. Still level 5 with 6 experience. What's going on here? We changed him to a warrior. We set Isaac's level to a variable, and experience to a variable. Now we want to set Isaac's level set to 2. Isaac's experience also, this part never happened. I'm gonna close out and reopen it. He changes to warrior. He gained 100 experience. But he's still level 5. He didn't go down to 1. Lance. Axe. It worked before. Makes him a swordsman. We now show that he gets the experience. Okay, can we close out of that one screen? Change screen state. Well, I think my solution to this will be we are going to go to a different map. So we're going to create a new map. On this map, we're going to have a dude. Control X. Just going to have them as a guest. Move them here. And we're going to put a place event right here. So now we're going to go to that place event. We're just going to make it in front of the guy. So you're going to have to go to this map and talk to this guy to change your class. So let's see if this works. Fight. Okay, I guess it's village. I'm now going to choose Isaac. He's going to turn into a warrior. He leveled. And now he's set to 1. I worked on this map. I don't know why it didn't work on the other map. Okay. We're going to end. We're going to switch him back. Oops. I want to do it at the place event. Oh, but I didn't make it free. Wonderful. Auto event. I'm just going to make it so I can have infinite actions on this map. So, infinite actions. I'm going to make that turn 1. New. Change map state. Infinite actions is enabled. Then ending event. New. state, infinite actions disabled. Okay, now for my place event, we're going to go here, set that to free. I think that should do it. So we got Isaac, change him to a warrior, should turn him to level 1. I gotta get rid of the actual level up. I'm gonna have to change the growths. He is now a warrior and can't use his short sword. Isaac, I'm gonna change him back to a swordsman. He is now level 1. It did not store his initial level. Or was he level 1 initially? But we also just leveled him. Let's check the test map. He is level 1. Switch that back to 5. I'm going to put an enemy here for him to attack. Where is this guy? Oh, there he is. Okay. So we're going to fight. We're on this map. We have this guy. First we're going to change him to a warrior. He is now a warrior, level 5. Oh, why didn't that make him level 1? What is going on? So we end up having the class change. Let's see, does it actually store his information? So we didn't get it when we changed levels. Now let's check the variables. Okay, so 2 set as 5. I think that's what's the problem. I think I did things a little out of order. So map common events. I changed the class first. I think that's the problem. Okay. So we're going to move this down here, and this down here. I think that should fix it. And let's give him an accent spear gun. X. And a lance. Okay. Fight. So he's level 5 with 0 experience. We're going to change him to a warrior. He's now level 1 with 0 experience. We're going to have him attack. Then we're going to go back. Oh, hold on. He's level 1 with 8 experience. So Isaac. We're going to change him. How much is he's a knight? I wonder that's because that level up part. I leveled up. It stored it, I guess. Well, we're gonna change back. Did I not free that part? Place event. I did not. No, it does say free. The police event should be free, which then turns on this one, and job change is free. So we hit Isaac. It should have turned this back on. So, when we get the 100 experience here, it then saves the level. And then after that, let's go to change stats. Isaac, stats, level, and we'll subtract 1. For this part, okay, so, oh, and I don't want to subtract level. That's going to be 0. This is going to be nothing. But I want to change growth rates. Set them all to 0. So that when he levels, he doesn't change his stats at all. Okay, let's see if this works. Fight. Changed to a warrior, got the level, didn't get any stats. And now he's a level 1 warrior. I attack this guy. Got 8 experience. Changing Isaac back to a swordsman. Leveled. And now he's back to level 5 with 0. That seems to have worked. He got 4 experience there. Changing back to a warrior. leveled. Now he's back to level 1 with 8. Okay, so I fixed the leveling part, although that might get tricky for what we want to do. So this whole get experience, we're going to ignore the UI. Now I have to figure out if 01 is level 2. Okay, because I start him at level 5. So when we actually store it, it shows him as level 5 and he can turn into a knight. That does make sense. And when we start a map, we generally have something called set variables. And this is going to be setting the initial variables. And if this was the first map, it would be on player turn 1 to set our initial variables. And in this case, change variables. .001 level, since I'm starting him at 5. Actually, I'm just going to change him back to 1. I don't need this. So let's change him back to level 1. Gonna make all this 5. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and 5. Okay. So all that's number is level 5, or I need to set his level to 1. Did I do that? I did. Now I want to set this guy to have 1 hit point. I'll make it 8 hit points. And when he dies, we will get 100 experience. There we go. So I am level 1. I go here. I cannot turn into a knight. I attack here. You gotta kill him. Okay, got my level. I'm now level 2 as a swordsman. Village change to... How come the other part's not showing up now? Okay, so I leveled. Oh, I went to level as a swordsman. Duh. So I leveled up to 2, but it has not stored yet that I am level 2. It hasn't stored it as the variable. Something's going wrong there. This should be turning on that. But for some reason, when I close out of it, it doesn't let me do it again. Turn back to the swordsman. Finish him off. I got my level. I still can't be the knight. I am a level 2 swordsman. Variables. Experience was 5, but not level. That's strange. I chose warrior, and then I chose swordsman. Sets all my growth to 0, gives me my experience, and then subtracts my level by 1. What is going wrong here? It stored my experience. It did not store my level. It gave me my experience. So I should choose it, and then it should immediately set my level to 001 level. attack. Okay, I'm now level 2. Or am I not level 2? I am level 2. I come here, changing to a warrior. Let's check the variables. Our 101 is now level 2. Village, Isaac, and now I can be a knight. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there the previous times. Now I can change to a knight. Isaac, a swordsman. Okay, so now by doing this, I'm kind of resetting my character every time. I got that working. That's going to be the first video for this. We'll solve any more problems in the next video. See you in the next video.